barriers are, because I called the fire department, filed online. So the barriers are still up. There's only one whiteboard up. I don't know if you guys can see that. Get back a little. I'm not usually here on Sundays, so they took one of the whiteboards down. If I can see it in there. My light's on, so you can't really see. And then here's where they're blocking the fire panel. I don't think they're allowed to do that. We'll see. I filed online with Denver Fire Department and Colorado State Department for fire code violations. I'm just gonna walk down here. It's very, very code. So usually the park is also crowded on Sundays, but not so much at night because people have to work the next day. And it's chilly, windy, so that keeps people at home too. I had, when my dogs were alive, I came out every day. They got their walks every day, no matter what the weather. So I was always in the park every day. And it was damn cold sometimes, but I loved them. I'd do it all over again. Oh, there's a doggy running. He's not supposed to be off leash, but I don't care. There's no rangers out. So I just drove by these trees up here. I want to show you because they're so pretty. There are some people out in the distance playing soccer, it looks like. These little replacement trees. This one doesn't look so good. Hopefully it'll make it. See, here's one that just like it, but in this one it's leafing out. They look the same. I don't know why they have such bad luck with trees. This one's not leafing. Looks like it might though. I don't know. We'll have to check on them. Get these trees across the street here. I gotta cross. So I come to the park every day, and when they tear down a house, I can't remember what was there. Aren't those pretty? So I'm gonna build another mansion there. There, that one on the corner I'm showing you right now, that's an original farmhouse, and someone bought it maybe a year ago, and then they put it up for rent. But it's historic and they can't tear it down. So a lot of people didn't want to buy it. They want to scrape them and build their own. And that one I think is historic. That's what someone told me. And it's still up. They tried to put it for rent. And the sign's down, so maybe they did rent it. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Look at this purple one. Isn't it pretty? Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? So pretty. And the tulips. They do have beautiful gardens here. You know, last year, we're a sanctuary city, thanks to Mayor Johnston. And, you know, cost us a lot of money to be a sanctuary city. And I have mixed feelings. They're all from Venezuela, and if I was in Venezuela, I would want to escape. So I don't blame them. I give them money. I give them food, clothing. I even, you know, hire some of them, the Venezuelans, to do some work. So, but I do also believe you should follow the law. And, you know, if some taxpayers don't want to pay for them, I don't think we should. But it's horrible in Venezuela. I watch videos on it. There's a, what's that channel? It might be Indigo Traveler. And he goes to all these dangerous places. And he went to Caracas, Venezuela. And I don't know, he did okay. But it is very dangerous there. Like what I'm doing right now, holding the phone out, you can't do that. Or they'll grab your phone, take it. And I watched a video, one man said that his children cry every night because they're hungry. And he said he would kill someone to feed his children. See, the trash cans get really full on the weekends. Well, you know, Venezuela used to be called Little America. Like in the 50s and 60s, it was the richest country in South America. They have the highest or the largest oil reserve, but it's heavy crude. And it has to be mixed with lighter crude to be usable. But they do have the largest oil reserves. And they were very wealthy. Little America. Everyone had a house and a car and lots of money, high standard of living. And then they were printing the currency to oblivion, like they're doing now in the US. And there was also these social programs. And then the oil company was very corrupt. And Chavez was a leader there for a long time. His daughter's a billionaire. So that tells you a lot right there. She doesn't live there anymore. And there's a little tree and it's making it. This little tree's leafing out, but the one next to it isn't. See how? Oh, it's just so sad. See, this one's leafing out. And then I don't know what that other one will. I mean, I don't know how much money they spend on these trees. Because they're all, oh, this one's starting to leaf out a little. Okay, this one's alive. Yeah, it's alive. Good job. Good job, little tree. But there's a lot of them that die. My dogs used to run in here all the time. I would have a red frisbee for my German Shepherd. And we'd start at the south end of the park and I'd throw it to her and run. She'd run. I never got a ticket. I ran her off leash. She has to run. It's like owning a horse when you own a German Shepherd. You have to run them. And I couldn't run. Actually, I did jog up to 2022. Very slow. I used to be a lot faster, but... And she'd go off the park and then we'd go back down south. And she ran the whole time. Oh, there's a dog in the distance running. You know, a lot of people, especially during the snowstorms, they go to the center of the park and let their dogs off leash to play. And there's some people that complain about it. They think, oh, dogs should always be on leash. It's the law. But it doesn't hurt anything, and dogs need to run. There aren't any dog parks near here. You know, if they put a dog park in, they've tried. The neighbors are all against it. They said no dog park in Washington Park. And they have a lot of pull. They have a lot of money. Money talks. All right, I gotta get going. It's chilly out. I have a lot of memories in this park. Always had fun here. Never had a bad experience in all those years. I've lived here around the park for 35 years. It's just a fluke. You know, I was in Arvada and I was looking for an apartment. I looked over at Cheeseman and some other areas, and then I looked at a 1-bedroom in that Park Lafayette, right at the north end of the park, and Dennis was the landlord, and it was right after the oil and gas bust in Denver, so it was really hard to find renters, and he was moving to Hawaii. And so then he did, it was $400 a month, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath on the 11th floor. It's a 12-story building. And he said, first month free. I saw later. So I had seen the apartment, so I said, I'll take it. And so I got it. I was real happy there. Lived there for 5 years in that unit. And then when I moved out, my friend Chris said she was out in, about 6th Avenue in Union, way out there. And she said, I want your apartment. So she moved in. He was still in Hawaii, so I found him a renter. He didn't even have to come back. Close to that. And then I bought a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And I wish I would have kept it. My realtor kept saying, keep it, when I was looking for a house. But I didn't want to be a landlord. But now that I'm older, I thought, geez, it'd be great to move back in there. I'm not ready yet. I still like gardening and being in my house, but eventually, you know, I'll be too old. I have stairs in my house. I guess I'll just cross that bridge when I come to it. All right. Barriers are still up, but they have the one whiteboard down because I'm usually not here on Sundays. They know my schedule. I'm sure they looked. All the boathouse lights are on. It's always really pretty. It's a boathouse. All right. Have a great night. So it's Saturday evening and the park is packed. It was a beautiful day today. This is Denver's most heavily used park, Washington Park. And, oh, there's someone out on the, I'll go down to the water. There's someone on one of the pedal boats. Oh, and that's a thing. I attend those PRAB meetings now, Parks and Recs Advisory Board. And I never heard of them till I started getting attacked by Denver Parks and Recs. So then I've been researching online, and I speak at their public comment. Jolin's interrupts me, tries to silence me. There's this bridge. It's been out for 3 years. Everyone on Nextdoor emailed Jolin, can you please fix the pedestrian bridge? It's been out for 3 years. So it's not my responsibility. You can see those pedal boats out there. They look like swans. They're pretty. There's one over. If I can get high enough to see it. But I learned in those PRAB meetings that the water's not safe in any of the parks. I did this long study, one of the PRAB members, and he hired people to test all the water, and then he presented it. And the water is not safe, and you know, they're Parks and Recs Advisory Board. So Jolin doesn't have to do anything they say. It's all advice. And the presenter, it was a man, I can't remember his name, but he said, I don't know what you're going to do with this. Put it on your website, put signs up, do nothing. You know Jolin, he'll do nothing. $170,000 a year, doesn't do anything except abuse elderly disabled women. So I think the rec center's closed. Oh God, there's a lot of cars here, but there's a lot of people here too. Oh, there's a kid with his little remote car. So this is Denver's most heavily used park. Look at that tree, it's pretty. And Ruby Hill is their least used, and they're about 2, maybe 3 miles apart. So let's see. Well, they opened up one of the panels. Let's see if the door's open. Oh, they left one of the doors open. So, still have the setup, but they open one. All the janitors in there. Custodial, we're not supposed to call them janitors. So, The whiteboards are up, but they're split so they can see into the lobby. When they think I'm showing up, they put them together to block it. And then this area is blocking the fire panel. I don't think they're allowed to do that. We'll see. And you know, here's the trash on Saturdays. It's just full everywhere. It was a beautiful day. I'm gonna go walk up here. There's a lot of volleyball up here. I used to play volleyball here in the park. And people have their picnics. I used to run when I was younger, and I'd go and do 5 laps around the park like it was nothing, and I did it like every other day. So now I walk, but it's about 2.5 miles up around the outside. There's a little clay track. They put that clay track in, oh gosh, maybe 20 years ago. It was a just a worn dirt path that everyone just ran on the outside, and started digging it up, and everyone's like, oh, really mad because they're like, what are you doing to our running track? And they put in a clay track so the water, you know, falls through and it's safer. And that's good because people just ran on the outside and made their own path. And then the asphalt loop on the inside is 1.8 miles. That's what I walk now. But I have probably gone around this park, I'd have to figure it out, but I don't know, 100,000 times? I don't know. I'll have to figure it out because I've lived around the park 35 years. And I try to come to the park every day. I try to be grateful because I don't know if I told you, I have an acquaintance. I wouldn't call him a friend, but he inherited like 3 houses, 2 in East Wash Park and 1 by DU. And he brags, he lives right by the park on the east side. And he brags, I haven't been to the park in 40 years. I'm like, sell your house. Let someone who would enjoy living there have it. I try to be grateful because there are people that don't really use this park and they live in the neighborhood. A lot of these houses on the east side, I won't say all of them, but there's a number of them that they are second or third homes and they're empty. It's not so much now, but I remember maybe 20 years ago, there are houses on the east side and no one, I still know a few of them. No one's ever been in them, never been a light on. And they just hold on to the property, you know, gonna sell it, or I don't know what happens. You don't really know what's going on. But there was this, I showed them to you. It's on a video. I don't think I've posted that video yet. I'm gonna string all these barrier checks together, and because I've been doing them. Oh, there's a cute puppy. The best part of the dogs. Colorado's has real high dog ownership, real high adoption rate, real low return rate, and dogs are shipped here from all around the United States, mostly New Mexico, Texas, but we get hurricane dogs here. I know people that have had them, you know, from the hurricanes. They get adopted out here. But that's the best part of the puppies. The doggies. Most people let you pet their dogs. There's a man that walks in the morning. He has a yellow lab and a black lab. And I always try to pet his dog. No. He goes, no. He's kind of grumpy. Once Juan and I got him to smile, but he won't let us pet his dogs. And they look really sweet. Some people are just kind of grumpy. Oh, there's a lot going on down there. And then, who was it told me? Oh, Juan told me. I call him Joan now because I watch Dan Warmis. He's auditing Erie County, and he did a video. He was in southern Colorado in the San Juans, and he's from New York, and he called it the San Juans. So now I told Juan, I said, I'm calling you Juan from now on. I go, hi, Juan. You don't pronounce the J. It's San Juan. That's a beautiful area down there, the San Juan mountain range. It's southern. Oh, you got those boats out there. Don't go in the water. I used to let my dogs run in this canal, and people let their dogs go in there, their kids are in there, and that PRAB meeting said the water is very bad. Don't go in with an open sore. Don't go in barefoot. Don't let your kids go in there. Don't let your animals go in there. Rinse your animals off as soon as you can if they run in there. It's just, the water is really bad. Some type of, I don't know if it's a wedding. A lot of people get married in this park. I used to scuba dive, and I went to Grand Turk Island, and we were scubing. And there's only, at the time, there was only one dive center on the whole island. And when we went, I went with my friend Bonnie. It was when, oh gosh, there's some type of crisis, and they were building the Seabees, that's the Navy Construction Battalion. They were building camps there, improving the water system, and they were doing it on other Caribbean islands, but Grand Turk was one. And they improved the water system, the airport, and it was for these migrants. I don't think they ever went, but there were all these military people on the island, military men. I think once in a while there was a woman, but the island is, once it was improved, a lot of wealthy people bought properties there and built houses, because the scuba diving used to be really good. My boss just showed me some video though. He said everything's dead, and I was looking at videos, and it looks awful down there. And if you just started scuba diving, he says you probably wouldn't know that coral's supposed to be very colorful and alive, and you just say, oh, look at the pretty fish, but the coral used to be beautiful, and it looks all dead. I mean, there's still fish, but I don't know what's happening to the oceans. I think it's at Fukushima. You know, it's still dumping radiation into the ocean. And that was 2012. Oh, he's really pulling his dog. Oh, poor puppy. He's little. He doesn't want to go. Just dragging him along. Just pick him up. Oh, he's walking now. All right, I gotta get home. I'll try to check it in the morning. I got a lot of these little videos, these little barrier checks. Because when it changes, I'm getting the video. That's why I come. I try to come twice a day, in the morning, in the evening. And I try to see when they're changing things. Oh, look, here's another little replacement tree. I hope you make it, little tree. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.